The immediate opportunity that presented itself was the cleanup of the Sydney tar ponds, the infamous Sydney tar ponds, a legacy of 100 years of steelmaking in Cape Breton, in Sydney, in the heartland, right in the middle of our community. It had really held back economic development, and some of the leadership in the First Nation communities met with different levels of government and got an agreement that there should be meaningful Aboriginal participation in the cleanup of the tar ponds. It's going to take about 6 or 7 years, $400 million. I was asked to kind of take the lead on this and to help turn good intention into reality, and what they said is meaningful Aboriginal participation, to try to define that. What is meaningful Aboriginal participation? What it certainly doesn't mean is, in many other major projects, offshore oil projects, I'm told, there's often been MOUs with First Nations, made great photo ops and great intention, but I'm told time and time again when they would look back a few years later, there was no tangible benefits for First Nations. It was just a photo op for that company or for government. That's what we didn't want it to be. It was easy to know what you didn't want it to be. What you wanted it to be would be contracts, jobs. So how many contracts, how many jobs, what's reasonable? Now, you can't go to the government officials when they're giving out tenders. They're using taxpayers' dollars. They have to be responsible. It's not like they can just turn around and say, okay, we'll let the Aboriginals do it all. Well, if you did that, there isn't the capacity, the skill level. They couldn't do it successfully. You then have to plan it all out of what's realistic. What can the Aboriginals, what capacity do they have for what contracts right now? And because this is 6 years of contracts, can we anticipate what the contracts might be down the road and put some kind of a structure in place to build the capacity slowly to get to the point where there can be more and more participation as we